Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Unqualified Gurus podcast. I am Oscar.
This is Danny. Bro, today's Monday.
No,
Today's Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah. So, last time we delayed the episode one day. We got a Kendrick Lamar drop,
We did.
and then this week hasn't been as eventful.
It didn't.
you know.
We didn't. So that's done for. No more Kendrick. No more Drake.
There is drama still going on. There was like some dude who came out with all the stuff, and he's like, admit that you lied. Like on Kendrick's side, he's like, King Kendrick doesn't lie. He's like, you have until like I think like Friday. He's like to confess, or my lawyers are gonna. And nothing ever happened.
Oh,
yeah,
what the lawyers are gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but it was just like everybody
Come out with a diss track.
Everyone online was like, "See, you guys, he's a liar. He lied about everything." And now that nothing happened, do y'all feel stupid? Like freaking the people who believe the world's gonna end and then it doesn't end,
Or the people that believed in the
horoscopes.
Wait,
I'm sorry, you're coming out.
That's like 40% of the online.
Or women.
I was gonna say online activity, but okay. So I guess that's done for. We'll see if more people say stuff later on.
Yeah, but it's pretty much over. There was like people kept going to Drake's house, and like his bodyguard ended up getting shot, and it's just like.
Really?
Yeah, it got
by fans.
I don't know if it was by fans. People are thinking that has more to do with like the weekend, but that's a conspiracy because apparently the weekend security guard was shot at the week before. So it's just like like we don't know what Toronto people are up to. that is their problem. This is USA.
This is USA.
So I don't think we got to worry about any of that.
Why do you say this is USA? Is it because Drake is Canadian?
Yeah.
And The Weeknd is Canadian too? Really?
Yeah, that's what.
I didn't know The Weeknd was Canadian.
Oh, that's why I said Toronto people.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's pretty much over. The TDE guy said that it was over. And then Drake talked to academics, like the streamer dude. And he was like, yo, real life got in the way. Because you imagine if he's like, oh, your guard just got shot. Oh, let me go sing a song.
Right.
You know how bad that looks?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it looks bad for you. And so what about the fan base? Are they easily letting go, or are they still like? I know you talked about
because of the internet dude. He just like it literally just kept going. But it's like
who wants to keep holding on this fight? Kendrick fans or Drake fans or both?
I think Kendrick fans because they're just taking the victory lap. Because I remember I said from the beginning, like optics wise, Kendrick won that like undeniably. So and either way, like freaking
short people for the win.
Not like because it's such a freaking banger. So it's really hard to not let them have their moment.
Right. That's okay.
Yeah, and with everything going on with like the shooting, I'm pretty sure like Drake just wants to get this over with.
Get this over.
Yeah, I'm like whenever it comes down to actual stuff like that.
We'll see if in maybe a year or so later they try to go at each other.
Maybe.
Or they come out like friends now.
Nah,
And they're like,
I don't think they'll ever be friends.
We have grown since then.
You can't have the whole internet call me a pedo and then like pretend that we're gonna be friends.
I think for clicks they could do it.
I don't know. And then like the
how much do you think they hate each other?
I'm pretty
like
sure.
For real.
I'm pretty sure it's for real.
For real.
I think it's gotta be for real. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, but other than that, this weekend was freaking awful.
It was awful?
Yeah, for me. Like
what happened?
Thank God.
I know why.
Oh, yeah.
Mosquitoes everywhere.
Okay, that is one thing that has been really irking me as of late. Because you step outside for like 2 seconds, you cannot be wearing shorts right now in Houston.
Nope.
Like the bugs are insane. The other night I went to Walmart and like while I was driving on the street, like a car like was driving in front of me, and you could see tons and tons of bugs just in the freaking just floating around in lights and stuff.
In the Miata?
Yeah.
When I pull the roof down, if I wait too long at a light, it's like, what the fuck? Get out of here.
Get out of here. It's open.
Get out of here. And I have to speed after that to get them out.
Makes
right?
sense.
So safety. For safety mechanisms.
Yeah.
Pero
no, it's just because so my girlfriend's out of town. Like she's out of the country.
Okay.
Yeah, and she was going for she's still gone. It's gonna be like 10 days, and it's just like not having the person you hang out with all the time like be gone, and all your friends are all married and
Not
have
yet.
girlfriends or about to be married. You know, so it's just like, you know, it was so fucking boring. Like I feel so bad. Like
But boredom is the spice of life.
I don't think
Is that how it
that's
works?
the saying. I don't know. No.
You know what is spicy?
What?
This spicy tamarind Smirnoff that I had left over for a while, so we're drinking them today.
This is really old stuff, right?
How you know?
Because I remember when we drank them at your house.
Well, I could have
like,
bought a
in
new pack.
December.
You don't know that.
Are these still good? They smell good.
I haven't.
Smells like puro tamarindo.
I haven't felt sick, so I'm already
is there an
halfway through.
expiration date on drinks like these?
I think.
Oh, there is.
Well, I think these are so old, the
No,
expiration
the
date
cereal
blurred off,
code. Yeah.
so you can't tell no more.
Yeah.
Tú tómatelo, hombre. They're spicy. They kill the bacteria. It has no bacteria except the spiciness. But anyways, so I didn't mean to interrupt you. So you were bored this weekend, and
It was just like such a boring ass weekend. But I did put out a photography video.
you did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We
When you-
went to Brenham to go to try to find blue bonnets, and we like apparently because of the heat, the blue bonnets sprung like a week early.
You know, we saw blue bonnets. Where did we go? Oh, when we went to the eclipse.
Yeah. Oh,
we
that's
saw,
right. Because
we
you were
saw,
out in the
we,
fields.
we passed through there and we saw blue bonnets. And I mean, I didn't really know what they were, and I just thought they were blue flowers.
They are blue
and then
flowers.
well, yeah, but Stacey was telling me
Wow.
that Stacey was telling me that it's illegal to mess with them.
Yeah,
like if you
that's what
cut
they say.
them or if you do anything to them.
It's because it says the state flower.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
didn't know that part. And so, yeah, and that was a few weeks ago.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. So
maybe the eclipse did that.
well, nah, it's global warming for sure. Yeah, and apparently we showed up at the very end of it. Like so,
Okay.
there was hardly anything. So
Al otro año. It's an experience,
yeah.
learning experience.
well, we went to Bluebell, and so
It's blue?
That was cool.
It's blue.
Yeah, and ice cream.
And that's what did you try any like crazy ice cream flavor over there?
I'm basic as fuck. No, not even basic, because my go-to Bluebell is like the sherbet one, which is like the fruit
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever had that. One's like the rainbow
No, I
one.
have that one.
I love that. I think it's
I
pretty
mean,
good.
the one I used to have was just vanilla.
Mhm.
I didn't know they had pistachio, and it tastes like the pistachio from Mexico.
Okay,
Like,
look,
exactly this. You've never had pistachio ice cream?
Pistachio ice cream sounds gross.
You've never had? No, wait. Pause. First, answer this question. You've never had pistachio ice cream?
Ice cream. No, I
Oh,
have
it's-
pistachios.
No, I know. It doesn't taste like you would imagine. I
But
guess.
Look, I'm not opposed to trying
It's
new
great.
things.
No. It's old. Okay, it's been around for a very long time.
Have
It's
you
just
tried-
not mainstream.
Have you tried the mint chocolate chip?
Mint chocolate chip. I might have.
That's the green one.
Yes, I have. I've tried that one.
Yeah.
I've tried. But pistachio is also green because one time Stacy bought the other one. I thought it was
true.
pistachio, and I was like,
You're all excited and you're
And
like,
it
why does
was-
it taste like toothpaste?
yeah. No, but I am serious. Like that's if you don't want to buy a whole tub,
Yeah.
go to Marble Slab. They have it there. Just get a bolita of pistachio. Trust
Pretty
me,
sure probably cheaper to just buy like the little pints like
that's
anywhere
fine.
else.
I'm just saying, just give it a try. You will not regret it. I guarantee you.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. I'll
Guarantee
come
you.
back and I'll report. Yeah.
But it's good. It's good.
Yeah, well, that was pretty much it. Yeah, y'all go check out my photography channel. It's Oscar V Photography. Yeah, the new ones is just like I'm telling you, it's just about my failed adventure at
It's not a fail if it's an adventure.
That's what I said in my video.
You said that?
Yeah. Well, not in those words, but it was like,
It's subliminal stuff you learned from me when I used to carry.
oh,
it.
it was that.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what it was.
Thank you for
seeping
your,
into your.
Thank you
video.
for that. There's not everybody's gonna know what the hell that joke is.
People love culture.
Do
This
they?
podcast has a culture,
Oh,
and they will delve into our culture and go, "Ha, that's good."
wow.
Rick loves it.
Yeah,
Rick loves it. But he knows the culture. He's part of
True,
the culture.
true.
Speaking of, he's not here today because we only had 2 of these, so we're like, can't come today.
I would have been like, bro, take mine. This thing is so old. I don't know if I'm gonna die or not.
It's okay. Look, I haven't. I'm
Yeah.
already halfway through. But I have one that you will like,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't want to give you that first.
You wanted me to suffer?
Nah.
Like with
No,
anxiety?
I just
No,
want.
because it tastes good. Like surprisingly, it still tastes
Yeah, it doesn't taste different.
good. Yeah.
Pero debo decir, but you, I've been waiting for you to release the song.
Mm-hmm.
Forget the name of it, but the song you did that I liked.
Sunday morning serenade.
I don't remember the name. But the point here is that one thing that I remember was you were trying to rebrand your music life.
Yeah.
Did you find a name yet?
Work.
Is that you haven't?
No.
Is that a reason why it hasn't come out yet too?
No,
Or part of
the
it?
reason was so look, let me tell you how the sausage is made, okay? There is a song I wrote a long time ago called Inviting Nights.
I remember.
All right.
I like that one actually.
Yeah, that was the first song I ever put out. I'm so proud of it. I think it's so freaking good. It's well written, well everything. Okay. The only thing is, whenever I started putting out music, COVID immediately happened. So I never got to perform them. I never got to do anything with them. So I'm like, look, there's a lot of good stuff I've written that was never produced correctly by anybody. It was always just like my crappy little demos, just doing the best I could.
With the equipment you had,
Yeah.
right?
So now that I have like an actual producer, like guy who's like amazing, like mixed by Juice, check him out. Like I wanted to re-record these songs. Okay, I wanted to see how it would sound like if it would actually was produced by somebody that I like respect their work, and and it's like it's like going into it with like a whole fresh new mentality because I'm not in the same space I was back then.
Right.
So I went to go record the song. All right, I spent like a good like hour and a half trying to get the chorus because I can't sing those notes anymore.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, because the chorus goes, I snuck a glance at college staring back.
I remember.
The back is just like I can't hit the correct note. And so I fucking hated it. And I hated it so much that like by the time we were done, like I recorded the verses like super quick, and the verses are hard, And I'm so unhappy with it that I'm going back and I'm rewriting the chorus. Like he's gonna have like a whole new chorus, and everybody who I've told that they're like, "Oh, do you really have to?" Because they like the chorus, Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And over the weekend, I think it was on Thursday. I met up with Tony G, and I told him, and he's like, "Please don't," And then I was like, "Okay, look, get in the car. I'm gonna show you the new version of it." And I did, and like immediately he was like, "Okay." So
good change.
Yeah, he seemed excited for it. I'll show it to you during the break right now. Yeah, but it's just like I want these songs to see the light of day. I don't think that they got the proper like I'm a different person now. I'm actually like setting up my own little shows.
Right.
I want to actually do something with the music.
No, that's good. I think it's good to wait till you feel that your product is polished enough to be proud of.
But don't get me wrong. I can throw it out as a single if I wanted to.
Sure.
Yeah,
but there's no need to rush.
Yeah, I'm not in any rush with that. I'll probably do it like whenever, like maybe if I announce the show.
Like release it there.
Yeah.
You know what your name could be?
What?
To mimic the enfoque of photography, it could be en tono.
En tono.
And then you say en tono de Mexico.
All right, for my non-Mexican people, that was a little joke because there's a group called El Trono de Mexico. I respect it.
I mean, it's because doesn't Adrian like that?
What?
El Trono de Mexico. I remember him saying that he liked that.
I like them. I don't know about him, but they're good.
They're good.
Yeah. I hung out with Adrian on Saturday too.
He told me we're gonna play Rock Band, but I couldn't make it.
Yeah, it was because he needed help accomplishing some achievements.
Right.
Which is funny because it's just like, yo, I'm like we were there playing the exact same song over and over.
Which song was it?
It was this black metal song. I don't remember the name of it. It was weird because I was surprised it was really good because I'm not a big fan of black metal, but like that song it's 8 minutes long. So the achievement is you have to get 1 million points on one song. So the highest we got was like 800,000.
Oh man, that's still a bit.
Yeah, that's a lot to go. And that was Adrian plays guitar expert. I was doing like the bass on hard because I'm not. Adrian's been practicing.
Yeah,
he's a real guitarist. And then it got to the point where we need someone else. And since no one can make it, Ricardo eventually showed up, and Ricardo doesn't play. Like he's never really played. So he finally got on, but he was like on medium. So
what's he doing? Drums?
So he was doing bass. The drums is so hard on those games.
Yeah,
it's insane.
But I remember it's hard to coordinate.
Yeah. It takes like a whole. rewiring of your brain. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah, but someday we're not gonna have to use our brains, and that's thanks to ChatGPT.
Let's
Dude,
go.
see that fucking segue right there.
Applause to ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I'm tired of using my brain, dude.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't been paying attention to anything online, we got a new update that dropped.
From ChatGPT.
Yeah,
I feel like I should know this.
You should.
I should know this.
Yeah. So we can start with the videos. I think we should start with the one on the far right. That one right there. Yeah. So this well, you can pause it or something.
Oh, it's capable.
Okay. Yeah. So I think there's like a couple of updates that there's a lot of visuals involved. Like it can see you and it's learning to analyze stuff. There was a video clip of like two guys being like, "Oh, ChatGPT, like, can you tell why we're gathered here today?" And then he pointed the camera at like a cake with a candle. And then like the voice was all like, "Yo," it's like yo. It's like,
Yo.
yeah, yo. It's like, it's someone celebrating a birthday. And they've programmed laugh on it. Like they've given the ChatGPT like a whole character. But the thing is, the way the character talks, people have been talking about, which we'll eventually get to. But like one of the biggest impressive things that happened was their translator feature. So
I remember when I used it, I don't think it was that good in the other languages. So
yeah, so right here you'll see like it's a good example.
Yeah,
so let's just go ahead and watch this real quick.
Oh, is capable of real-time translation. Mark, you want to try this one?
Sure. Yeah,
it?
let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
I speak Italian, so we can.
And I understand Italian.
Let's try to do English Italian. Sure. Let's do it.
Pepperoni.
Hey, ChatGPT, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. How about you? How's your day going?
I'm doing great. So I would like you
Is
to
he
function
positive?
as a translator.
You think ChatGPT cares about how your day is going?
No.
Yeah, he just like so bluntly.
Yeah,
You have anything else?
I don't think it does.
No, I'm pretty sure he doesn't. But that is.
We can talk about that after.
I have a friend here who only speaks Italian, and I only speak English. And every time you hear English, I want you to translate it to Italian. And if you hear Italian, I want you to translate it back to English. Is that good?
Perfetto.
I understood that.
Mark, io mi chiedo se le balene potessero parlare, cosa ci direbbero?
Mike, she wonders if whales could talk, what would they tell us?
Pause it.
They might.
How do you?
What would they say?
I don't know. Then they make a sound wave.
Yeah.
If they could talk, what would they say?
Yeah. Speaking of whales, have you seen? Well, they're not. I don't think orcas are whales, but right, they're not. They're. I think
we what's his face?
talked about Renato.
Renato said they were dolphins.
Yeah. They've been attacking yachts again.
Again?
Yeah, and like I think there's been like I think it was like 9 like cases recently, and everyone online just roots for the orcas. It's so freaking funny, because it's all like, yo, fuck your mega yacht. Yeah,
Why do you think they're doing it? You think like food falls off the jack and then they like eat it, or like?
I no.
Do you think they find joy in doing
I think
it?
they heard like eat the rich, and they're all like, they're all like, God got you, bro.
ChatGPT translated to them.
Yeah,
like
speaking orca.
speaking orca.
Yeah.
Ask, how do we solve linear equations?
Potrebbero chiederci come risolviamo le equazioni lineari.
Sicuramente sì.
Seguramente sí.
Certainly, yes.
Pause it.
Great.
Dude, like
That's pretty dope.
yeah, I think that's super impressive. We don't need to keep watching.
Well, I think it's
just
almost done.
for fear of getting marked. Yeah, but that's incredible. I just think that just look at the first image. This is fucking insane. Okay, if you read this for us.
The response of the
bottom
original.
first.
Okay. Duolingo's stock fell 3.5%, wiping out 250 million in market value within minutes of OpenAI demoing the real-time translation capabilities of GPT-4o.
It's kind of insane, and like I don't get why people would fear that. I'm like, it's not the same thing. I'm like, people who want to learn the language and stick to it are still gonna use Duolingo,
Only if there's a lot of people learning the language just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
If they're learning it out of need, and you have a translator that is there at will, it's like you have just 24 hours in a day. And then if suddenly you don't need to translate something as a need, perhaps you choose to learn something else with that time.
Yeah, no, but I mean, because I have friends that avidly use Duolingo to try to learn.
I started using it.
You did too? What are you trying to learn?
German.
God, why the most aggressive language?
So I'll tell you why. So I looked up. First, I was gonna, because I downloaded it because I told my mom about it. I'm like, so you can learn some English.
Yeah.
And then I downloaded it, and I was gonna put Greek. I think Greek is cool, just for no reason.
Because you went to Athens once and look at you now.
Yeah. So when I go there, I can order a euro. I said that in Italian. They probably don't like that.
No, they don't.
And what I was gonna say is that I looked up. I said, okay, I'm a computer science guy. I said, okay, let me see if I actually stick with it, just for fun. What would be something that would benefit my career? So I asked ChatGPT. I said, what are the top 10 languages that a computer scientist, if they learn them, it would help their career? And the first one was German.
Wow, I would have thought Mandarin would have been number one.
I thought so too.
That's
and insane. It was not even number 2. You want to know what number 2 was?
What was it?
Japanese. And I thought Japanese would be cool, but that's much harder because different characters and everything. So I said, okay, you know what? I'll just play with the German. So I learned how to say please, bitte. Thank you is danke. So, bitte, subscribe.
Danke.
Okay. So, but Duolingo, I saw that they're also trying to incorporate AI in it.
Okay.
I think they it said like on the paid version you get something with AI, which could be like additional exercises or something like that.
It's just maybe like actual conversations. But the thing is, I think Duolingo is already built with actual people like planning out scenarios. So maybe like extra scenarios that they haven't come up with. But it's just like, I think everybody's finding ways to incorporate AI into their stuff. And I don't think everything needs AI.
Everybody right now we're on a testing age.
I think everyone's just like, oh, I don't want to be left behind.
Well, not only that, but the other one is you might find the golden egg. Right? Like, turns out AI is so good for this thing no one thought of had we not tried it.
Yeah. Did we talk about the stocks? Our STONK Bro section last time?
No, we did not.
Yeah. So welcome to STONK Bros.
You gotta put the other one so it sounds like we're going up like fireworks.
Yeah, let me see. I think we had.
I think it's in this. Yeah, it might be on the second.
Yeah, where is it?
The STONK Bros, because they sounds like fireworks. We're
there you go.
To the moon.
Okay. Right. Welcome to STONK Bros. Yeah, I just want to hear the pat myself on the back because I've always talked about trying to catch be the first one there, instead of riding a wave when it comes to like stocks, because everything, I think they said like only 10% of people who try stocks are successful in stocks. Okay, we're not here to sell you shit. You do your own research. Okay,
but you buy our book for $5.99 now.
Yeah, or sign up for our course. Only $500 a month.
$500 a month.
Yeah,
you lose less buying the course than investing.
Yeah. So, yeah. What is it, Danny? A negative 30 per
If
folio?
you only want to lose at most 30%, follow my what's that thing? Follow my
portfolio.
Well, that's one, but I was gonna think there's I guess follow my blog or something.
Yeah. So I read an article that was stating that for all the AI innovations that we need to be creating like 4 times more energy than we are producing today. So this actually all started because one day I was seeding because like none of us thought about the Nvidia jump, and Nvidia like overnight like shot up like so much freaking money. It's insane that if you would have had like some of that, you would have made like a really, really pretty penny.
Yeah, Nvidia it was and still is probably. Yeah, they are in a very good position because everybody's trying to use AI.
Yeah.
Which means everyone needs GPUs. Well, why don't you, if you make the GPUs, everybody needs you.
Yeah. So I was trying to look up like, do they have competitors? Do they have like who is coming up to fill in those gaps for whatever's left over? All right. So I couldn't think of anything. I couldn't find anything online that I liked. So then my secondary thought was, like what else are they going to need? And then I remembered that article I had read. And I'm like, well, everybody needs electricity. So I went and we, like I managed my dad's stuff, and I was like, dude, we need money to throw into this. So we bought a bunch of a stock in electricity, and I was right. The following week, that like I bought at like 60 is at like 75 now.
Yeah.
So I was fucking right, dude. I was so right. And like this is the second time this happens. Okay, last time I was so angry because I've talked about this with AMC. Okay,
Hey.
it was towards the end of the pandemic. I'm like, hey, it's at $3. It's gonna come back because we're going out again. Everybody's gonna want to go out. Okay, I buy at $3. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, all right, it goes up, shoots up at like 8. Okay, it's almost close to like what it was before. I think it was like at like 12. All right, I'm like, all right, that's it. I'm out. Made a good. I had like over 200 like shares. Then the motherfucker shorted it and it shoots up to like $27, $30. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it still haunts me that I wasn't on the inside of those freaking Reddit communities because I would have
secret WhatsApp group.
That would have been insane.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? And so ever since then, I've been seeding and trying to come up with like the very next play. And look, if you ever wanted to invest in anything, I think electricity is like a really, really good one to look into if that's something you want to do.
There's other places also that are like kind of, I guess, scare. Like you have like what was it called? Chegg? Remember Chegg?
No, it's
like a website that people would use to share like how to solve like homework assignments and like I don't know. It had to do stuff with school. I have ChatGPT. I don't need. I have a question about a problem. Just throw the problem to the text box. It will give you the solution.
Do professional like translators?
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Because think about it, like you've always had to just guarantee that they were being honest or knew what they were talking about. Like you remember, there's been people who like snuck into like important jobs like with the mayors and stuff, and then they're doing like sign language, and then people are like, "Yo, what the hell is this?"
I remember that. I think really good translators will be okay.
Yeah, because there's like a human element.
Yeah, that and they're there with you and you get to know them, and but I've also seen like I've always, of course, translated for my parents.
Yeah.
I share this story. When my mom was at the hospital because she had to undergo a procedure, I remember that I would always translate. And at some point, the hospitals, at least the ones here at the medical center in Houston, they started to provide translators.
Yeah.
They would bring like a little tablet, a little wheel, and then they would call them, and you could see them, and then you would tell them, and then they would tell the nurse, and then you would do that. And I remember I was translating, and they said, we're going to get you a translator for my mom. And my mom was like, well, he can translate. And they're like, we have to follow protocol. You have to get one of the translators who are certified to translate. So anyways, they start asking my mom questions, and the person is translating. And then at some point they ask my mom, do you exercise? And my mom said, sometimes I use the treadmill. And treadmill in Spanish is caminadora. So the translator said, yes, sometimes she uses her walker. And caminadora, walker.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
and so then the doctor's like, oh, wait, is there something wrong with like you can't walk by yourself? Like you need a walker? And I just jumped in and said, no. Treadmill. She uses her treadmill, not a walker, treadmill. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, this is your certified translator right here.
Yeah. So I just thought that was really funny with the whole Duolingo thing. It's just it sucks, but I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be fine. But the story for the reason we were talking about this update for a completely different reason. Okay, so let's go watch the other video. So it has other features. There's one that helps you like prep for an interview.
Okay? Let's go. Just send it. Have it do the interview for you.
Don't read the top part until later.
Okay, here we go.
How's it going?
Hey, Rocky. I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm awesome. Listen, I got some huge news.
Oh, do tell. I'm all ears.
Well, in a few minutes, I'm going to be interviewing at OpenAI. Have you heard of them?
OpenAI? Huh? Sounds vaguely familiar. Kidding, of course. That's incredible, Rocky. What kind of interview?
Pause it. The top of the tweet says, this particular voice is too horny. Dude, it sounds so flirty. It's insane. You're
Yeah.
gonna have like crazy dudes fall in love with ChatGPT,
I can see that.
right?
I can see that.
Dude, and we were talking about it earlier at work, and we're like, yo, it's like whenever you like a girl and like she says a joke and you laugh extra hard to let her know she's funny.
That you're interested.
Yeah, let's finish the video.
It's for a software engineering role, but I just need to know, do I look presentable, professional?
Well, Rocky, you definitely have the I've been coding all night look down, which could actually work in your favor. Maybe just run a hand through your hair or lean into the mad genius vibe. Your
Well-
enthusiasm is what's really going to shine through.
I don't have a lot of time, so
So
I'm just going to
supportive.
throw this on.
Like, she's so supportive.
I was thinking of that. Do you think that there will be always mates very, 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 very supportive? Like, no matter what. Like, oh, you look great. You look like you coded all night.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good way of saying you look like shit.
There should be
Because
like
I've coded all night before.
there should be like a slider that's all like, yo, I'm
How
all like,
nice.
oh, yeah, like tone it down.
Tone it down.
You know?
What do you think?
Oh, Rocky, that's quite a statement.
She's trying to
Jeez.
smash the guy.
I mean, you'll definitely stand out. Though maybe not in the way you're hoping for an interview.
Okay, I got it.
That is from an OpenAI post, right? That was the handle.
That's them.
You think it's a joke?
No.
Like they're like, let's put that. It'll be funny.
Yeah, let's put the most flirty voice you could possibly think of.
That's interesting.
Yeah, look, there's other posts.
Let's see.
It says, babe, she's just a chatbot, I swear. Is that like when you find unknown IP address in your AI girlfriend's server logs?
Ooh,
I love how he's so sad.
your AI girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I saw that they had released the ChatGPT 4.0, but I hadn't really looked into what features they had released. Primarily because I stopped paying for premium.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, I'm gonna look at features that I want. I don't
and
have.
now you can't go back because people are gonna be like, "Yo, Danny's just trying to get himself an
bad
AI
for the
girlfriend."
boys. Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
They're
Then
gonna think
Stacy's
that.
gonna watch this.
No, I'm saying they're gonna think that. I'm not doing it. Well, I have the Microsoft version from work. So then I'm like, why am I gonna
Yeah.
pay? But they're always behind.
Just wait until that one gets a slutty voice. Cortana.
Oh, Cortana.
Mm-hmm.
Is that still around? Because that was supposed to be Microsoft's Siri,
Yeah.
and then the phone died.
Well, didn't Microsoft have like a
Hold on.
contract with ChatGPT?
No, they do. Yeah, it's right there, Cortana.
Oh. Don't
Oh, deprecated. Wow, they killed her.
Damn.
What? Well, she turned evil, right, in Halo.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I forgot we gotta swap back.
I bet they killed Cortana. They killed
Yeah.
Cortana. It happens. It happens.
Yeah. Yeah, but dude, ChatGPT is about to make bank. Because, drugs, sex, sells, I forget what song that is. There's a song that's like, this is what you're supposed to write about. And yeah, so.
We'll see what they do with ChatGPT 5. They keep saying like it's gonna be like
I'm
nothing
just saying,
you've
like-
ever
like
seen before.
They have to do like a sexy guy voice for the women. And then they're.
How you know it's not there already?
Shit. I'll have find like, yo, guys, check y'all's
Check-
girlfriends.
check-
ChatGPT
those are the
guys.
IP addresses from the log file.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it was really funny. I just thought that was really insane.
Yeah, I'm surprised that it was from the original. I thought maybe like
That somebody, like, dubbed it over or
well,
something?
not dubbed it. Maybe someone customized it. Or, like maybe they gave you the ability to customize it, and someone said, let's make it sound like that.
Yeah. Well, there's already like a lot of voice AI, so I'm pretty sure eventually you're gonna be able to pick whoever the hell you want.
Yeah, I'll make an
Yeah.
AI, and then I'll put your voice.
That's gonna be awful.
No, but you're not gonna be as argumentative anymore.
That's part of the charm.
Yeah.
Yo, Danny, one of our first reels that did really, really good, our
Yeah?
TikToks, was one about The Rock.
Okay.
And he's been going mega viral for like was probably like one of his first controversies ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see.
So here we go. We got a TikTok, and it's gonna explain us why.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is under fire for his lack of professionalism on set. Insiders who worked on his new movie Red One revealed Johnson would arrive to set 7 or 8 hours late if he decided to show up that day. It's rumored his target.
So, it gets a lot worse. Okay, so like the whole tardiness is bad enough, and apparently he doesn't want to work more than 5 hours a day, which I don't blame him. I think that's fine. But the problem was that he was holding up everybody.
Right.
So
right.
I think that was a big thing. But Danny, what like it gets worse. Like remember what you were talking about?
The joke?
Yeah,
about peeing in a bottle.
It's back.
Now he pees on the barrel.
No. Look, let's just keep watching.
Tardiness cost production over $50 million. The star's unprofessionalism isn't the only thing infuriating crew members. Johnson is also known for urinating in water bottles while on set. A source told The Wrap if he's away from his trailer, he doesn't go to the public bathroom, he pees in a water bottle and his team or a production assistant has to dispose of it.
No.
That's The Rock calling us.
That's LOTR.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. My own professional.
He's like the Rock of this podcast. That's why you think that Smirnoff is. That's not Smirnoff. Look at that color of that thing.
What?
Look at the color of that Smirnoff. That's not Smirnoff.
I can't drink that anymore. Look.
I finished it. I feel fine.
Dude, how fucking gross is this? Like, can you imagine having to be like, yo, what'd you do at work today? It's like, disposed of The Rock's piss bottles? Like, if he's a fucking 13-year-old gamer?
Wait, like, you could do that at 13-year-old? I wish I could.
You always hear horror stories of like super gamers that wouldn't leave.
They wouldn't leave. I just used Pampers. No,
that's what you used.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, what do you think? Like, do you think he's just so used to it from doing it at the gym that he's like, fuck it, do it right here. I have the bottle.
It's just like he talks so much about working fucking hard, and then you find out that he doesn't want to work more than 5 hours. Then it's just because he spends his life in the fucking gym. It's like. I'm sorry.
Well, it's because I think part of his,
maybe he just needs to be fucking humbled.
But also, I think part of his career is his physique, right? So like, if he lets go of that pumping all that workout, and he starts to look scrawny, then that's his image. Like that's one of his main components of his image.
It definitely is a selling point. Like right. It's one of them for sure. But like. Not long enough that you can go to the restroom. That's insane. And first of all, that means he's exposing himself to everybody, which is fucking sue his ass. You know,
even if it's in his own trailer.
No, they say whenever he's away from trailers.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know. It's gross.
How many bottles do you think he fills a day?
If he claims to be really healthy and drinks a lot of water. Probably a lot of bottles.
Maybe that's why he doesn't go to the restroom. That's how many trips a day. I don't know. I'm just saying.
He's all like.
That's why we have a restroom right there.
Maybe it's because he doesn't want to work more than 5 hours. Piss breaks take a long time. Maybe he is a hard worker.
I mean, there's work as like the recording a movie, and then there's whatever other shit he might do that you would consider work. You know, like you have your job. But then you also have your photography, your music, the podcast, Fortnite. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, look,
I'm not defending him. I have no idea. I don't know anything about his life.
I just think like there's people who want to be in the business. They put up with so much shit. I think this is something that you shouldn't have to put up with for you chasing your dream. Just because this motherfucker can't go to the restroom. I think it's gross.
It's
gross. So gross. I was like, look, if at the gym, he has to clean up after himself. So it's different. And it's also fucking disgusting even at the gym, you know? But like in your professional work where people are professionals and everything, I think it's just one step too far that it's fucking gross.
You think, how long you think he's been doing this? You think he's been doing this forever? And just now that he's famous enough, it's like, who cares if they know? I would think that at the beginning when you're barely getting in, like you're like, I don't want nobody seeing me peeing on the bottle. And he'll probably take the bottles himself or stuff like that. I don't know.
Well, maybe it is.
Like, I think if I did that, I wouldn't like let anybody know.
Well, I think just the whole like professionalism was showing them extremely late to work with other superstars.
Right.
He had problems with Ryan Reynolds because of that. You know, he cost him like $500,000 in production costs because he wasn't showing up on time.
What's the problem he had with Vin Diesel?
Vin Diesel?
Recording fast. the first Fast movie.
Well,
They were like they were like they didn't want to talk to each other, and like a lot of the
And it was
scenes they
also-
were
it was
not
also
even.
like Tyrese and stuff with them. A lot had to do with Vin Diesel wanting, not Vin Diesel, with The Rock trying to be like the main superstar from everything. It's the exact same thing he did with Black Adam, and he ruined that. You know, it's just like he doesn't want to. He wants to be like the center of the fucking universe. He needs to be fucking humbled. You know. And like this is like unfortunately his first fucking stain on his career is a fucking piss stain,
Which is
Yeah.
not too bad, right?
Yeah, and look,
Yes.
look at this next pivot. You know, talking about Black Adam, like he wanted to fight Superman, and he wanted to be the freaking center of the movie when Black Adam isn't that. Okay, so we have a debate about Superman. So
Oh my goodness.
we got our first image.
I saw the image.
new Superman. You know, it looks like Vegeta is doing the Gallic gun in the
On
background.
the back.
You know, and here we go. We have our Superman. Like I like the collar. I like the shoulder pads. It looks like he has the underwear on top of the pants. You know, so It, you know it looks okay.
Image looks fine.
I'm not completely sold on him. I think
The thing is,
he looks like a bizarro Superman. like it's just like you cannot replace like a more handsome version of yourself. Like it was never gonna work. They had to find someone more handsome than Henry Cavill, and it was not possible. And now we're just looking at this dude, and you're like, Whenever we first saw Henry Cavill as Superman, everybody was like, "Oh my god, that is Superman!"
That is Superman.
This guy's just like.
I told you, I don't think this movie was famous. Henry Cavill did a movie about a spy.
Yeah.
I don't know what movie it was, and he was like on a suit and like running away or something. I was like, okay, when is he gonna take out the Superman suit?
You thought he was just
I thought I was like, I didn't know there was a new movie coming out. And then it's like the title comes up, and I was like, oh fuck! I'm like so like. Cause yeah, like he fucking looks
he's
like
fucking Superman, man.
Yeah.
It's like nobody has ever looked more like Superman than Henry Cavill.
Not even Superman.
And they're like just like zooming on his face, like I'm sorry, like this dude, like yo, I'm in another world. People would be like, oh yeah, he's extremely handsome, but it's just like when you know who he's like, is it predecessor? Is the one before?
Yeah, predecessors.
It was. It's just like you're just like, ugh, you know. Okay, so this isn't even the problem. We're not here to debate if he's not handsome. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So look at the next image. You want to read this for us?
I figured out why the new Superman image seems off, because it's an effeminate pose.
Effeminate.
Effeminate. Oh, it's not a good pose for a man that's supposed to be the strongest man in the universe.
Dude, look, I don't know if it's rage baiting, but look at this fucking insane take. How the fuck do women think men put boots on? And then go to the
You like put them on place and you jump.
You jump. What if they're new and they're like tight and they haven't been broken in?
Yeah.
read it
And
for
then the response to that comment is, fellas, is it gay to put on your shoes?
So, Danny, do you feel like defending the argument? Is it in the feminine pose? There's like pink lights in the background.
Now that I see it now, it didn't occur to me before reading.
No, because
like,
you're
the
a
comment.
normal, sane person.
So it didn't. I think if it was a problem, like, and then I read the comment, maybe, but it didn't really
No.
occur to me any of that.
Especially not like when you look at his fucking hands, you're man like extremely veiny and manly and shit.
So okay, so let's put a twist to this. If you have an image of Superman getting ready to go fight and he's putting on all his gear, what would be the thing that he should be putting on?
First?
Not first, like in the image. Like if you want to make like this is fucking Superman, which would be the thing that you're like, that's Superman.
I think probably like setting the cape on.
That's what I was thinking.
The cape
The
probably would have been a better look for it. But I did go to the comments of this to see what the fuck she was going on about. And she was all like, oh, well, it's because in those cartoons, he just like spins real quick or he like disappears and he's already dressed up. We never saw him.
like sit down and
yeah.
I
Into
get
that, we're like, so are you kidding me? I don't care.
This is a time frame.
Yeah. First of all, this is just a promo to show how cool his suit looks.
Yeah.
You know, it's to focus on the actual clothing. You know?
Yeah.
You think in the actual show he's gonna take his sweet ass time? Well, who knows? Maybe in the movie he's actually like dressing himself like that.
Like there's like 2 minutes explaining his.
Putting on his
putting on.
He's like, get ready with me, Superman edition.
They should use this as a stunt, and not a stunt, as a
like a marketing plan?
marketing, and then have a video like
get ready with me.
Get ready with Superman, and just Like a 1 minute and a half of him like you ever wonder how I put on my suit so fast? Let me show you.
Yeah, and then the whole team like putting on the heavy
and then it's
gear
like,
on them.
here, let's get the high frame rate cameras so you can see in slow mo.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know.
No, I like that. That's a
I
good
guess
idea.
if this got that much attention, then it might be worth it.
Yeah, well, like it says, 1 million and a half impressions, which is you can never trust Twitter, but that's what it says. How many?
You had to subtract the bots.
Oh, and
subtract
how do you
the
do
bots.
that?
You subtract,
divide by 2.
You divide by 99%. Nah.
Jesus.
No. What do you think the movie's gonna be? You think it's gonna be good, regardless of not having Henry Cavill?
Well,
just the movie
it's
story.
The guy directing it is the
James Gunn.
James Gunn. He did fantastic with the Guardians of the Galaxy. I just
Debatable.
Huh?
Debatable.
What do you mean debatable?
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
alright.
it is debatable. Did you not like the second one?
The second one is the most forgetful one.
Which one was the?
I
Oh, that's the
think
one
the-
with the dad. I was
yeah,
talking about
the
the
third one.
My bad. I forgot there was 3
Yeah,
because
yeah.
like you just said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mind them. They were like I think the whole thing with Rocket, that's pretty badass.
Yeah. I think it was good storytelling with that.
Yeah, that was good storytelling. But then once you go away from the storytelling of Rocket and you just consider the other stuff where they're fighting I forgot his name, the guy who was trying to create Utopia with I felt cheesy again, so it was okay to me.
Well, I think
It's not terrible.
I think comparing to everything else that came out
Sure.
that year, it was a fucking godsend.
Sure.
You know, so that's why it holds of
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
for its counterparts that year. I think it was stellar.
Sure.
Yeah. So I mean I'm here for it. I think the James those movies had a bit of darkness to them that I feel like maybe you can exploit. I think it'd be good because DC is a darker universe. You know,
is.
and I want to see it.
I'm afraid it's not gonna be that dark.
No, I don't think so either. I think Zack Snyder's was like
I think
to
yeah.
the fucking max.
Yeah.
And it's just like the stories just weren't they were rushed always.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see Batman's gonna live on his own universe away from this.
Oh, the other Batman.
Yeah.
But there will be a Batman in this too, right?
Yeah, probably a different person.
The
Yeah.
Ben Affleck Batman? No, all of that's
No,
gone.
all
All
of
that's
it's
gone.
gone.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Which sucks, man. I wanted to see a Ben Affleck Batman movie by himself.
Yeah. He did good. I think a lot of people complain, right? About him a little bit.
I don't think many people.
At first, maybe?
There wasn't much to complain about because we didn't have many scenes with him. You know, it's just the thing is like the whole like the Batman versus Superman movie. It's just like it was a lot, and then you would throw in Apocalypse at the end, and it was just like it was just a fucking jumbled piece. But whenever you saw him fight, they were the best fucking fight scenes. Like he was fast, he's strong. Like
He looked better.
Yeah, it's just like all the other Batmans. Unfortunately, have never been able to move their neck. So all the fight scenes have
Yeah.
always been like super stiff.
They've been
Yeah,
like the Dark Knight, like the trilogy, the fight scenes, like they look.
goofy as fuck.
Yeah, they do look.
Yeah,
like
so-
whenever they're fighting, like all the inmates come out of jail and they're fighting like at the Capitol or something. I forgot where they're fighting.
Yeah, well,
Like
like
a bunch
like the city hall.
And if you just look at the different people fighting, it's like it looks so.
Yeah, so
Weird.
every time like I have this argument with people, I'm like, just look at the warehouse scene in Batman versus Superman. I was like, the movie like itself, but if we're just doing like a standalone Batman, like those fighting scenes are unmatched.
Yeah, they're cool.
You know, so I'm excited to see where this goes.
Since we're in the superhero theme, have you watched Invincible?
I think
Season 2?
I didn't finish the season, but I started and I like it.
Long enough to give like your opinion about it, or not yet?
Like if it's better than the previous.
Like
one?
if you liked it. I don't think it was better than the first season.
No,
but just if
I
you
think the
liked
first
it.
season, like the shock value that they had
Yeah.
was like insane.
Right.
Yeah. No, this one, I think I like it.
I've enjoyed it too.
I think there's just like not there's like a lot of stuff that he doesn't know, so it like makes me feel anxious when I watch the show. I feel like at any moment, like somebody else could die because it's just like it's so like you're watching The Boys, you know, like
Okay.
you never know who's
who
gonna
might get hurt.
Yeah.
I liked all of it, and there were things that totally did not expect them to go there. Like I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I really like how it starts with the whole multiverse stuff.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but I don't.
Oh yeah, because I don't know.
I'm not gonna spoil it. I don't like how they wrapped that up.
Oh.
Personally, I thought that was gonna be a major part of the story. Maybe it becomes a major part in later seasons, but in this season, it kind of gets forgotten.
Yeah.
And as it's getting close towards the end of the season, I'm just like, okay, how's that gonna come in? How's that gonna come in? And it comes in at the end, and I don't know. I felt like it was supposed to be super significant. It wasn't significant. It wasn't that significant, but I think the show claims that it is, and I don't buy it personally. But I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah. Well, Invincible's cool. I just think the fact that Amazon doesn't push it enough, it's terrible. I didn't even know when the season dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like their marketing isn't the greatest.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
just true.
But I like it. I think anybody who wants to get into a very action-packed like superhero story, Invincible is really good. It's really gory, so you just know that ahead of time.
But it's a cartoon, so you kind of
Yeah, and like sticking on Amazon. Okay, so we had Lord of the Rings and the Rings of Power, right? So if you go to like the one right above Superman, right there, Lord of the Rings. So we are getting a whole new trilogy. Okay, and it's gonna be by the same person who did the first ones.
Okay.
Yeah. If you go to the doc, we have a website. Yeah.
So the same producer.
Yeah.
From the trilogy.
From the trilogy, and whenever I was reading this article, you're just like the movies came out. Like I think, look, they came out from 2001 to 2003. Those movies came out so quick back to back.
And they're so
and
long
they're amazing.
And packed, yeah.
They're like honestly like recently I rewatched all of them. I love Lord of the Rings. I think Lord of the Rings is my favorite movie ever.
Right.
I think the story is so good. The cinematics are incredible. It's just like it's unmatched. Okay. It's so well done. And then when you see how quickly they freaking turn these movies around, it's so freaking incredible. Like because like growing up, like I didn't watch them until like way after.
I didn't watch them till later.
And they were so long that like everybody always complained about that.
Right.
So I never watched them like when they were like piping hot.
Yeah.
I think I watched The Hobbit in theaters, and I think that's what sparked my interest in it. And then after watching the first three, you're just like, wow.
Yeah, The Hobbit was nowhere near as good.
Nowhere.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So they're coming back. And right here, it talks about that a lot of people didn't like the Rings of Power. There was a lot of racism behind the Rings of Power. How they're all like, how is there a black elf? Like, and then they're all like, well, you believe it that there's dwarf women. Dwarf women have beards. They're ugly as fuck. They look just like the men. But you can live with like dwarf women. Not care. You just care whenever the character's black. Yeah.
So the show didn't do that good?
Well, you can look up the Rotten Tomatoes for the Ring of Powers. Yeah, I personally liked it just because it told us like the story of
from back then. No, I think
look at the audience.
Oh,
yeah, the audience scores.
I honestly because I wanted to watch it and I was watching it with Stacy and then we just found it difficult time at the same time to watch it that I didn't continue it. But the 2 episodes that when we went to watch it, I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I thought it was good.
Yeah, I think
and just recently I was like, I'm gonna start watching it, but I decided to watch Invincible because it's like I can finish this fast.
Yeah,
and I wanted to wrap up the Last Airbender.
Oh, okay.
Also,
what do you think of the Last Airbender?
I still need like 2 episodes.
Okay.
But I think I am enjoying it more than I did One Piece.
Oh.
But I think part of it is because I had seen the first episodes of One Piece.
The fact that you were
so
familiar
to
with
me, story-wise, there is nothing new. Like they stuck with it, and unfortunately, I think the fight scenes with the main villains of One Piece in the movie, they were kind of lame as compared to the anime.
That's fair.
So
especially like Luffy's fighting style, it just seems like it'd be really, really hard not to.
Yeah, I mean. Rightfully so. The show is not bad, obviously, but I have been enjoying Avatar: The Last Airbender more than I did One Piece.
Yeah,
but
I was about to ask you, like, because you have you watched The Last Airbender?
No, I did not.
Okay,
so then I consider that. I'm like, maybe that's something to do with it.
Because I think that was a very good thing that people were stating that were like as Last Airbender fans, like if you've never watched it, you'd really, really like the show.
So the people that watch the anime, the cartoon, are they liking it?
Yeah, I think it's viewed positively, but it's just like there are stuff lacking.
Okay.
I think it a lot has to do with the story between I think Zuko and like his dad and stuff. I think.
Yeah, you told me they changed that. They
Yeah.
decided to change that.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be it's headed for a good direction. I think there's like a lot of hype around it. People are excited to see what comes next.
What comes next.
And that is a good showing for the show.
Okay.
Yeah, but with the Lord of the Rings, I thought it was cool because I played the Shadow of Mordor games. I love like everything that isn't shown on the screens. You know, I think Shadow of Mordor has like one of the coolest ways of fighting. I think you were the one who told me that they basically like created like a pattern for it. Yeah. Like if somebody kills you in the game and you respawn, the person who kills you gets promoted and comes back stronger.
Right. They patent that. But so going back to the trilogy or the Lord of the Rings, do you think like are there what can they do different? Are they gonna change some of the story? Are they just gonna show different aspects that?
Look, I think there's a tons of stuff that they can go with. Like, you know, we haven't actually seen much about the actual about the because you know like they create the rings, you know, and then it's distributed amongst like the human realm, you know. So yeah, so everybody has them, and then is that the orale?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been wanting to try these.
Oh, well, I have one orale and this.
Did you already try the
I've tried this.
Okay. Thank you.
That's sponsored by the suegro right there. He left that on Christmas.
On Christmas? Dude, es que Alfredo was like, yo, you need to try the orale.
They're not bad. Sorry, I meant to interrupt. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, let me just go ahead and try this.
Mosquito attack.
Yeah. Okay. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Good. It's good. It has like a sweet taste to it.
It has a little. I think it has lemon in it.
Okay, yeah. So we haven't actually seen like any of that. The fallout whenever what the fuck's the name? Sauron like taking control over everybody.
Okay, so but the conclusion is Frodo taking the ring.
No. So the conclusion is one of the person who becomes the king like cuts the finger off.
No. But that happens like that's background story from the original trilogy.
Yeah. So the part that I was leading to is like up until that part could be like the ending of a movie. Okay. Because we get the ring like way into the future.
Yeah.
You know, it's until Smeagol, which is Gollum, like, you know, like when he was like, you know, before he transformed into the Gollum creature, he was just like a hobbit with his friend and they were fishing.
Right.
And then like one of them, if you haven't watched the movie, one of them fishes it out and then Smeagol becomes consumed with the desire for it that he ends up killing his friend for the ring.
Right.
And that's how the whole Gollum story happens. Right. So this movie apparently, like, you know, it's actually about Gollum. Yeah.
So you think it'll follow more his perspective? I
have no clue, but like, let's check the article and it tells us. Yeah, look right there, a little higher. Oh, and I guess I think you were right. But you want to read this for us, Danny?
The whole thing,
or just like let's just try to like skim through it and like.
Let me see if it says.
I think on top it says what it was about.
Well, yeah, that's what that paragraph was about. Most people's first on-screen introduction to The Lord of the Rings came with Peter Jackson's original trilogy adaptation. Although there was a 1978 animated film, which is better left unspoken about. Yeah. From then, we had its prequel, The Hobbit, which kept us firmly in the third age of Middle-earth, but just slightly before the adventures of Frodo and the Fellowship. See, I just don't hope that it... Like, The Hobbit wasn't bad, but there was just something about it that was kind of... you could forget about that story. Like, I don't even...
I honestly, I think it's the guy who played Bilbo Baggins.
You think so?
Yeah, his character is really unlikable.
I mean, to me, like I felt like, yeah, like there's the cool thing with the dragon and the gold and shit, but I felt like it was very forgettable.
Me personally, I think when you see like the Frodo storyline, is like Frodo couldn't get shit done without Sam. Okay, they needed each other. Right. While Frodo was facing everything together, he had his super nice, sweet companion who like was always true to him.
Right.
Bilbo Baggins' character, like he's just a fucking smart ass, like scaredy cat dude. Where like I don't know, like I personally think like I can't stand him that much. So I and he's the main character.
So one thing that comes to my mind is that there's obviously a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
In the Lord of the Rings trilogy and also in The Hobbit. I don't know why, I don't know how, but it felt like the way they handled the traveling in the Lord of the Rings was good.
Okay.
Whereas in The Hobbit, it felt like, now we're going there, now we're going here, now we're going here, now we're going, like it's always like, we got to keep always moving. And I don't know, there's something about the Lord of the Rings where it felt like it wasn't rushed. But yeah, they're always traveling, they're like splitting up, like something happened, the fool with the bow and the sword and the other guy went this way, and the two other hobbits went with the trees, and they're simultaneously moving along, and while they're moving along, it doesn't feel rushed. And all of a sudden, like, some shit event happens, and then they split up, and then, like, more stuff happens, but it doesn't feel rushed. And then The Hobbit, it feels like...
Well, not only that, I think...
It feels like the Maze Runner. Like, you're, like, always running, always go.
I think, too, like, every time there was something split up, everything progressed the storyline so much closer. Like, with the two that go by themselves, like, they end up going and taking down the tower by themselves.
Yeah.
You know, so, and, like, while it doesn't necessarily... It helps so much, like, the other storylines going on at the same time.
Right.
Yeah. So, I think it is more well put together, you know, so that is true. But I genuinely think, like, look, if you like the main character, you're gonna want to root for him regardless. Okay, I think there it could have been more redeemable if there was a more likable Hobbit. Like that is my final critique. I think the Bilbo Baggins whack.
Okay, well, let me see if it says something. Now it seems like we'll be heading back to the Third Age again. Not much is known exactly about what stories these new films with Warner Brothers. What? Well, why they have a period there? What the hell? We'll tell, but they're already... See, they have a random ass period right there. Oh, because bros.
Maybe it's the bros. Yeah.
But we'll tell. But they've already been in touch with Peter Jackson. In a statement, Jackson said, "We'd look forward to speaking with them further to hear their vision for the franchise moving forward." That doesn't say much.
Wait, I think they have the name of the movie.
Yeah, it was... I remember it. I saw the one place somewhere that it has to do with Smeagol. My precious. So, yeah, it's called Lord of the Rings. The film will be called The Hunt for Gollum. Gollum.
Yeah, who knows exactly how it goes? Because, you know, at the end of the third one, he falls into the volcano and dies.
Right.
So, spoiler alert. It's like 20 years later. It didn't say that those movies are like 20, 21 years old.
I'm not going to lie to you. I thought they were older.
You thought they were older?
Yeah.
Really? Even when you look at it, you see the incredible CGI. I was like,
I saw these when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I thought, oh man, they're so old. But not because they were visually bad. I just thought like, oh man, they were like.
I think the way that they're shot, like the cinematic look that they have, I think does lend itself for a little more old school look.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying I watched it when I was in high school, so this might have been like 8 years later, which is not a huge like. If you want a true classic, you can watch Shakma, the Killer Baboon. That thing is like over 30 years old, bro.
I watched that movie because I am loyal to this podcast.
Now you got to try pistachio ice cream. But that one is great. I have to tell you, that one's great.
But you got to try Guinness with Monster.
Guinness with Monster. We've done worse here.
Have you Google it? I saw this thing pop up online.
Yeah, you sent it.
Look at that.
It looks dope. Have to admit, I think it looks cool.
It looks like we're gonna fucking die.
Yeah, but this means that like you see how in that picture it's like separated.
Yeah.
You have to mix it and then drink it.
Well, no, there's people who do. I think it's the apple beer. The what the fuck is it called? Angry Orchard.
Okay.
They do Angry Orchard and Guinness, I think. And look up a snake bite with Guinness. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, look, I think they have like an apple drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how they sell it like that, and people drink it because it's like the density separates itself and it just looks weird. So I think it's the exact same concept, but just with Monster. And as an avid Monster fan,
I'm not a big Monster fan.
I am.
I mean, I don't hate it, but I'm not that much into the flavor.
I just think that
the white one doesn't taste bad though.
That neon green is scary. It's kind of scary. Like
looks like poison.
Yeah, I think we have to try it.
I'm down for it.
Okay.
I think we tried Pilk. I think Pilk was scarier.
I think Pilk was scary until somebody described it as a float, and after that, I'm just like, wow.
And I've never had a float, so to me that didn't change. But
yeah, well, for anybody, to ease their tensions. But yeah, so a lot of people get scared whenever they're touching like IPs that are beloved, like this upcoming story.
I was just saying, I don't hate it. I just wonder what they're gonna do. Like, to me, it's like if it was like kind of how they did the Last of Us, which was kind of like almost shot per shot as the game.
Yeah.
If they did that with this and just renovated all the graphics, I would be like, fuck yeah.
Oh no, I don't want the exact same story because the first ones are so amazing.
I'm saying like just like just if it looked more like
look like whenever they add to
modern
it, instead of I think rebooting it would be worse in my opinion. Okay, but it's not a reboot. It's like just like a continuation of a storyline, basically. It's like
it's called Reboot on the folder.
No, well that's because of this story, not because of Lord of the Rings. Yeah, so the other one is like it's something completely different. It's like not the same storyline. So like with the Rings of Power, like people crying about it, they're like it's gonna take away. It doesn't take anything away because you can still watch the 3 movies and they're incredible.
That's fine. Same thing with The Hobbit, even if you don't like it.
Yeah, it didn't take away anything from. The thing is, you expand on a universe you already love. It's like if they fuck up, they fuck up. If they don't, like if it's great, then we win.
Right.
But this one is one that's.
You want to say the name of the show for everybody?
Yeah, don't go into that one first.
Don't look at that, people.
Yeah. So, The Office is getting a reboot.
Oh my goodness! I actually watched The Office.
Yeah. So this one, well, maybe we should stop saying reboot and just say spin-off because that's what they are. Okay.
Okay.
So, and this article says reboot. God damn it! It says some good news and some bad news about The Office reboot. Yeah. So you scroll down. I think it's on the 3rd paragraph that it finally starts talking about it.
This?
Yeah.
Paragraph or section?
Paragraph.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right there.
Okay. It says, but now we have a confirmation that a reboot, revival, or I suppose a new anthology or spin-off of. See, they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. So it's like, I suppose a new anthology or spin-off of the Office universe is indeed coming from the show creator Greg Daniels. And it says the new show will take place in the same universe as an original mockumentary, which is like the way that it was shot.
Right.
It says it will not take place in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and it will not be about a paper company. So automatically, you're like, yo, fuck the same environment you were in. It's completely different. And if you keep scrolling up,
they sell AI. They're trying to adapt some AI into it.
Super like up to date. Well, like a lot of the jokes have to be updated, so maybe.
It's the only thing they got. Otherwise, what's the point of doing another The Office? It's just to be more modern with pop culture. Because otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah, it says the new show will follow the same documentary crew that filmed the original. That I mean, even though we only saw one of them getting punched, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they really want. You remember?
I don't even
like
remember
one of the
part.
camera guys starts what the fuck is the main guy?
Jim.
Jim starts like basically forgetting his family because he's out working a lot. So Pam is all alone, and then like the guy like he's like comforting her, and Jim shows up and they get into like a fight.
Okay.
You don't remember?
Yeah, I starting to.
Yeah, so that guy.
Okay, that guy.
Hopefully he finds love.
Okay.
Then it says they'll cover a dying historic Midwestern newspaper, and the publisher trying to revive it with volunteer reporters. Okay. That sounds like a pretty good idea, to be honest. A newsroom should be a welcome change from a paper sales office. That is pretty cool because you can basically create any little wacky story you want because it's news.
And it's a dying newspaper.
Yeah, so they're
trying to outperform digital. Okay.
Oh,
that's not bad. That's not terrible.
Yeah,
it's a good setting.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Yeah. So
The bad news is that it's coming to Peacock.
damn. Yeah. It says 2 cast members have been announced so far through Peacock. Though Peacock says the show will feature an ensemble cast. The first.
Does that help? I've noticed when I make the letter smaller, you can see it better.
It's because whenever it's zoomed in, like I don't know. I feel like it's harder to separate the lines.
Dale.
Yeah. This is the first is Domhnall Gleeson. Okay, so if you scroll down, you'll see who it is.
From Ex Machina.
Yeah, he was in Star Wars. He was one of the generals.
Okay.
Yeah, and like scroll up, you'll see him right now. There's an image. No, scroll, like that guy right there, the guy on the left. Yeah, he, as a manly man, you're only allowed to have like one chick flick, one rom com that you like, right? Like he is the main character of the one I like.
Which is that one?
It's called About Time.
About Time.
Yeah, have you ever heard of it? And it also has Rachel McAdams, where she's like the queen of like rom coms.
Okay, no, I have not heard of that one.
Yeah, so it's about like his family, like all the boys can time travel.
Okay.
Yeah, so eventually, like he's like tries to meet a girl, and he goes back in time and like tries to correct some of his mistakes, and then it gets to the point where like his dad dies, you know, and if he goes certain more far back, he can't go back anymore. So eventually, he has to let go of him, and it's like really sad. Yeah, and it's really good. It's a really really good story.
Okay.
I think if you like
I guess I can watch it with Stacey.
Yeah,
she likes those.
Ask her if she's seen it. I think it was popular.
If not, it's about time to see it.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I like him. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. Okay.
Yeah, and then if you go back to the folder, we have a response from Steve Carell. It says, "I will be watching, but I will not be showing up. It's just a new thing. There's no reason for my just killed it. He's letting it go.
I feel bad.
Yeah,
Peter will come after.
It's like there's really no reason for my character to show up in something like this.
They'll do a cameo later on, like if it's doing good. Like
I think
7 seasons
if it's like
later,
super successful.
He'll just be like, do y'all need paper for your newspaper company? I don't know. That's simple. Wow. Just a tiny thing.
Well, he had left. I don't know what he wanted to go do. I don't remember.
Yeah, he did left on like the last. Not the last, the one season before the last one, I think, right?
I know. I think they had like 2-3 seasons without him.
The whole okay.
Yeah, and those.
I thought he comes back at the end for a little bit. No,
the thing landed like by your beer.
No, it's on my leg. I can feel it.
Oh, kill it! So he starts flying around.
It's a fan of the show.
Yeah.
So I don't know where to go.
So yeah, are you gonna be watching The Office?
I don't know. I enjoy. I watch. Oh, that's it. I enjoyed watching the. I mean, I did enjoy it. There were parts that made me laugh, but it wasn't like I. ¿Cómo te digo? How can I say this without pissing off the fans?
Yeah.
It wasn't bad, but a lot of the stuff I already forgot about the show. I think it was like a little fun thing to watch.
So you like Friends more than The Office?
Oh, absolutely. I'll take Friends any day.
Jesus
I'll take
Christ.
Friends any day of the week, any day of the year over The Office.
I think
Absolutely.
I think the one thing that Friends wins over the other ones is the fact that sometimes they feel like actual friends. Like in The Office, I think The Office delivers more. You get more jokes per capita, yeah. And I don't know. I think.
Well, you rushed Friends though. I think that affected that. Because it's a comedy. Like it's if you force yourself to watch it.
Like actual video essays done on how Friends without the laugh tracks isn't funny. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I've never seen it, but
yeah. Well, don't watch it because if you're a fan, like don't try to like.
You're not gonna hurt my feelings.
No, it's not about hurting your feelings. No, it's about giving embedding another set of ideas that you might think next time you watch it.
Well, no, but I mean, obviously there is a reason why they embed the laughs, right? Like there's a reason. It's not like let's just add laughs for the sake of adding them. You know, like when you hear someone laugh, it's contagious, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm sure it helps.
Oh, dude! I think people have done like whole episodes where you can watch without it, and it's just so fucking boring without the laugh tracks. Because like
I'll tell you this: the first, I thought the worst episode in Friends was the first one, because I almost didn't keep watching because I thought the first one was bad.
Yeah,
but whatever. And I mean, I cracked up quite a few times.
It's just I think it's about creating an atmosphere, like, you know, and without it, it's like, look, like you can throw like your random little joke, and sometimes they don't land. Like, imagine if your dad jokes, like if we didn't give you that reaction and we just kept going. It just
happens all the time.
It feels like a flop because we actively try not to react to it.
It hurts. And here I am every day. I must start adding,
and that's why they watch.
I must start adding little laughs in the editing. Every time I say a joke, I'm just gonna add a laugh on the video and just be like, "Aha!"
That'd be awesome.
People that actually,
if you remember to do it.
Yeah, I don't have the time to do that.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Do you think the sense of humor that is delivered in Friends is different than the sense of humor from The Office?
No, I think there's like this big thing that really bugs me. Like the dude from Seinfeld recently came out and he's like, our show's so edgy when it come out today. Like I think Jennifer Aniston got shit because they're all like, we can never make a show like Friends today. I'm like, Friends is the most popular show today. What the fuck are you talking about? It's like there's no such thing as something like aging out. Like unless it's like topical. Like I'm gonna make a joke about the shoe being thrown at Bush. Right? The generation today isn't gonna get that. But you know, like if I make a random joke about me and you, which they're watching, it's universal. Right. Okay. So I feel like shows like
the context, right?
Yeah. Like they're giving in all the context. Everything is good, and at the end of the day, it's just like, is your show funny or is it not? Like people have already greenlit that Friends. It was funny. I think it's more charming than actually funny. I think the friendships and the dynamics and like there are like funny jokes.
I don't, and I think the characters are not dislikable.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like their friendship actually seems very dynamic. You know, I think they sold like the actual thing that they're friends really good. You know, so that's why like there's a lot of jokes that are just not funny, but like the whole in context and you feel attached to the characters, and a lot of people are watching it after the fact, so people are binging these shows. Because shows like these didn't become like Friends, and I think The Office wasn't a hit when they came out. It wasn't really that massive. It was until it came to Netflix that it blew the fuck up.
All right.
Okay. So I think with people being able to binge watch these shows in today's day really, really helped them out. And with Friends being so long, it just helps so that you love the characters for a really long time. You're invested into it. So you're going to be defensive when we're all like, it's not that funny. But I don't view Friends as just like a whole comedy. Like I think like I wanted to see what's
Joey?
Not Joey, the other one.
Describe him.
Not Ross, the other one.
Chandler.
I wanted to watch his relationship. I think they are like literally like I think Monica like they're like the heart of the freaking show. Like even though like Ross is like the main character, Ross and Rachel is like the main love interest. I think I think Monica and Chandler's was way more heartfelt, more like.
I think yeah, definitely, because they actually get together and they have some hardships, so people like that. And I think Ross just with the whole 3 divorces before the age of 30 or something. He laughed. There's no laughing audios. But no, I mean, like I said, I really enjoyed it. And
yeah. Well, I'm not saying it's not enjoyable. I'm just saying like
I really enjoyed it.
Per capita. We're talking about like funniness.
But like I'm saying like I'm evaluating like how many times I cracked up. Because I can laugh, I can go, ah, ha, ha, or something, right? But there's times where sometimes you crack up. Like you're just like, oh, that got me. And I think the number of times that Friends made me crack up was far more than the times that The Office did. For me.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. But to that, I'll say, like, if it wasn't because it was embedded in your head to laugh with the thing, and then...
You don't think that's the same with The Office?
The Office doesn't have laugh tracks like that?
No, but it's still, like, you...
No, The Office...
you're talking about...
I think one of the greatest jokes I've ever heard from TV is, like, literally, like they're laughing, and then Michael shows up, which is Steve Carell's character. And then they're all like, oh, what are we laughing at, you guys? And they're like, oh, you had to be there. And he's like, oh, a geography joke.
Yeah.
I'll be like whenever I first heard that, I was like the minute it hit, I was like, that is a really well-worthy joke.
It's a good joke, but how many jokes like that?
I think people
in the office,
people have gone through and like counted like the like punchline, like setup, like per capita, like people are trying to like they've gone like super scientific on this.
But
Okay?
I would also say that in Friends, a lot of them aren't jokes.
That's what
a lot of them are just
like,
experiences. Like no, but they're like
there's a lot of jokes. There's a lot of times
There-
Joey without the laugh track, Joey's not funny.
well, Joey does
He's cringe as fuck.
I always found Chandler to be more cringe, personally.
I think he had like the more dad jokes that didn't land.
Yeah,
but
well,
I think things that he did.
But what I'm saying is that a lot of the times things that were funny wasn't necessarily things that weren't standalone jokes, but rather like a skit,
Like an event, yeah.
like an event, like something that they did, that they said, the way they said it, the expressions, those kinds of things.
But the thing is, Friends has a lot of one-liners though, and that's what we can judge
They
it
do,
based
but-
off of. And like when the one-liner
but
is
you could-
terrible and there's a laugh track behind it,
Right, but right, and you could say, let's find how many bad jokes are in Friends and how many bad jokes are in The Office. That's one way to
they've
grade
done it.
But I'm saying
They've done it.
But I'm saying that's one way to grade it.
Yeah.
And there's another one, joke count, right? But what I'm saying is, like, there are some things about it that made Friends funny that weren't a joke, that were funny. You could say, well, because you had some attachment with the character, or because the way the characters interacted with each other, or because of history with the characters. But the point I'm trying to make is that they weren't necessarily a joke. Like, you couldn't just go to someone and say, like the geography joke. Yeah, you can make that joke yourself.
The thing is, people aren't debating which is a better show that has all around roundness in heartfelt moments, in funny moments, in silly moments. No, like we're talking about like funny, like so people can we attribute like funny based off like jokes. Like even like if there's like a skit, the skit is a joke overall. Like the intention is to make you laugh.
Yeah,
because there's a setup. The setup is what they're doing,
right?
And the punchline is the results,
right? But like the geography joke, right? Like that's a joke you could make.
Yeah.
If no one has watched The Office, you could make it.
Yeah.
And then maybe like, oh, that's funny, right? There are some stuff in Friends that I'm like, I don't know that I could just say it.
Yeah.
Out of the context of the show.
Yeah, of course. Like
and make people. Yeah, like who would know that? Like or Pivot, who would know that?
I still don't know why that one's funny.
It's funny. It was fucking funny.
I don't know why.
It was funny.
I don't remember it.
Exactly. But the point is, it was funny. And it's not a joke that you're going to go to someone and be like, Pivot, like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? The geography joke is a joke that you can say.
Yeah.
But the other experiences, because like I said, maybe like you said, you have some sort of attachment with the characters, it's funny. And it's just, a lot of it doesn't even have to be with the words themselves. It just had to do with the expressions, the facial expressions, the way they move their head. I think they did that a lot, and I think that was a big thing. Dwight also had the personality that he had, right?
Yeah,
the personality made him very iconic. Sometimes, if he didn't even say a joke, just the fact that his personality, that he had a fucking what was that, the farm and all this
beet farm,
the beet farm and all, and like super serious and like. Those were like things that weren't necessarily a joke, but it was a personality thing.
Okay, but look, the part people are debating that.
Okay, but you have 30 seconds.
Without a freaking laugh track, we know it's funny. Like whenever people have stripped the laugh track out of the Friends show, it's not as funny.
Yeah, but that's okay.
How is that? No, that's the whole.
It's part of the show.
That's the whole argument.
They're acting in front of people. They have like a whole audience. That's why they have the freaking 3 walls. They have an audience like that they're recording in front of.
And then they lift an applause thing. That's known.
It's part of the show.
It's not part of the show. They're directing the show.
Yeah, but it's part of the show.
It's not part of the show.
What do you mean?
It's directed.
Yeah, but the show is directed.
Okay, look, I'm just saying, without you being told to laugh, it's already psychological, right? They're playing psychological warfare. They're manipulating you, and you should be angry.
It's for joy. It's not. You're not losing.
Don't tell me what to do.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
just resist it.
I'm just saying. Look. Do some research on your own. Okay. Look, you guys. It's all over YouTube. Just look up the freaking scenes without the laugh track. It's a lot less funny. That's all I'm saying. So whenever you're comparing these two shows, because these are two massive shows,
right?
Because look, we're comparing sitcoms. My favorite sitcom is Scrubs. All right. The show has made me fucking cry before. Okay, like I like depth in my show. I think it's great that Friends has that great like I told you. I think it's charming. I think the characters are super likable, and I think that's what makes the show so much better. But you know, if we're going joke for joke, like I can pull from like all this other stuff like that. I think that Scrubs personally deliver a lot better jokes than the other ones. Right? Not only that, they created the word bromance. Okay, they're famously known for like changing culture with dudes, allowing I think they were the first like duo between men, like men that proved that you can be like super close as friends, and it changed like the whole dynamic of like the way men are viewed on screen, which I think it was pretty cool, and it's fucking hilarious. And that's it. We don't have to keep arguing about this.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm not saying that if you remove the laughs is just as funny. I'm just saying that the show as is, that's just how it is, and it's funny. Even if you say, but the laughs are fake, doesn't matter.
The laughs are telling you that thing was like the joke is over, right?
Right.
So the thing is, because I'm pretty sure you watched Friends, and then whenever the laugh track goes off, you haven't laughed.
I don't remember. It's not like I keep a track of that.
No,
well, I'm not studying the show. I'm just watching it.
It's because it's like you guys are Pavlov's dog.
Well,
y'all were taught.
Okay, well then put the laugh track anywhere you want people to laugh, and people will laugh.
They have done that. It's been done. Like literally, like they had to stop doing that.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is that if you just go and you start doing that everywhere, it just doesn't always gonna work, right? It has to have some sense of comedy in it in order for it to work. If they put something sad like Rocket, we were talking about Guardians of the Galaxy, and then just put a laugh track, you're not gonna laugh. You're like, why are the fucking people laughing, right? Mm-hmm. They even did that at some points where they go, ooh. They added that sound effect too, like whenever Chandler proposes to Monica, and I think they had that ooh, like I forgot. I don't know if I'm doing it right. Mm-hmm. It adds to it. Right, it's like they have it looks like a theater. You have the three walls, and then you have an audience, and it's like you're part of that audience, and you're watching it. And even if it's
Danny,
fake,
you're missing the argument.
I'm not missing the argument.
We're talking about what's funnier. And whenever we're going joke for joke, and I'm explaining to you like we've watched the videos, like you haven't seen it, so you don't know.
No.
Right? We've seen like a whole episode of Friends stripped out without the freaking laugh tracks.
Right.
And the thing is not that funny.
And I'm telling you.
You are saying this.
No, and I'm telling you, I understand that. And I'm not saying that it's not true. I am not saying it's not true, Oscar. That like you can remove the laugh tracks and people will laugh the same. I'm not saying that's not true. I'm simply saying that it goes well with it. And that makes it funny. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I get that. But the argument is when people go joke for joke saying like which is funnier, at that point, that is a very well-established argument that people have used to prove their point.
Right, I did tell you also that a lot of it, I don't think they're even jokes that you can just carry as standalone jokes. They're just experiences.
Skits are jokes.
They are jokes, but you don't go and if you go want to share a skit to someone and you have to explain.
There is literally shows based off that Saturday Night Live. Every skit is a joke.
Right, but they're standalone, right? Friends, it's continuation.
No. Whenever you write a comedy show, you have like the A story, and then you have to fill in jokes throughout the whole thing. So every joke is gonna be its own individual skit. Whenever Dwight shows up and then Jim is not there, right? The main joke isn't that Jim is not there. The main joke is that the Asian Jim is there, and then he's all like, he's like, "Yo, what the fuck, you guys?" And then they look at the picture, and he's in the picture.
Right.
That's still part of the joke.
Right.
All right. So that skit itself is one joke that somebody planned out. They mapped it out because whenever they write scenes, it all has to be buffered to the main story.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. So and part of the main story on that one is Dwight's personality. If Dwight's personality wasn't Dwight's personality, it would be, well, who cares that that's not Jim? Like, what's that funny? It's funny because Dwight is like, you know who Dwight's personality is.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. A lot of the stuff in Friends, it has a continuation. And
sitcom is written.
Right. And so if you have to explain the skit, then it's not funny. It means like you would have to know like what's Ross' personality like. Like if you just show someone who's never watched The Office that joke about Dwight arriving and seeing like that's not Jim, it wouldn't be as funny because they don't know who Dwight is. So that's what I'm saying. When you talk about like the pivot, the unagi, it's because if you see them as standalones, they're not as funny.
This argument isn't done between people who haven't watched either. This argument has been conducted between people who have watched both.
Sure.
And they literally like have come down like to account per joke per capita, which is like how many jokes are delivered and that land during an episode compared to the other ones.
Define land.
Like that are actually like funny.
Like
you know when the joke is a dud, right? Like comedy isn't universal, but there is a mainstream version of it that will cater to everybody.
Sure.
And these two shows have mastered that. The only difference is there's a lot more buffer, let's say more duds on this show than there is on this one. The only difference is this one is hidden under laugh tracks that have convinced people that it's funny, while this show has to fight on its own because it doesn't have a laugh track that tells you when to laugh.
Okay,
and so that's
do the same analysis that they did.
Mm-hmm.
Now put the laugh tracks on The Office.
I think they did that too.
That would be good to watch.
I think they did that too.
That would be good to watch.
But the thing is, whenever people are comparing these two, because these two are the giants that whenever streaming became so big, these two were the ones that people gravitated to the most. Okay, so these are the two most hotly debated. And whenever like I wanted to watch Friends so that I can make my own assessment, because that's the kind of person I am. I sat through freaking 10 seasons. 10 seasons. Okay. After a while, I was freaking drained. Like, I came on this podcast, and I'm like, I'm so fucking sick of this show. Okay? I loved up until Chandler and Monica's thing, but everything after that, I hated. I hated the Joey and Rachel thing. I hated, like, there were so many bad storylines that are just, like sucked. Like, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I don't think for 1 second, if Joey and Ross were real friends, that he would have ever done that. Like, I'm sorry, like, there's unspoken rules between men that you don't go after your bro's ex or like, it's just like stuff like that never made sense. Okay, so it's just like,
and that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. And the thing is, The Office after Michael leaves, there's like 2-3 seasons, and there is a storyline where Jim starts neglecting his family. I also hated all that. I never viewed Jim as somebody who would be like that. And I felt like, y'all are literally just doing this whole thing just so he can fight the freaking cameraman. And it's like there's just some storylines that just don't land as well with everybody. Or that one in particular with me, that is just like, all right, taking away all the bad with the shows, I was like, which one at the end of the day is still funnier? Okay, if I'm gonna sit down and watch one show, where am I gonna get more laughs? I would go with The Office, like, because over here I like getting invested into the characters' lives. I think the show is super charming. I think there's a lot of heartwarming parts. I think like there's a lot of funny parts. The only difference is if you sit down for The Office, like no matter where you're at, you're gonna laugh.
But that's why I asked you in the beginning: is there a slightly different sense of humor? Because I don't think that's my same assessment.
No,
I think I would get I like watching both. I got more laughs from watching Friends, and even if you say, well, remove the laugh tracks, it's like, doesn't matter.
I think it matters.
Well, it doesn't matter though.
I think
but the point is to enjoy it.
No, the thing, we're not talking about enjoying it. We're talking about which one's funnier.
But you just said which one would you rather watch, and you said you would go with The Office, and I'm saying I will watch with Friends.
At that point, I was talking about myself.
Yeah, I'm talking about myself.
Right, but no, because we're the first thing was coming from the argument based off of if you remove the laugh track, is it still funny? And people have like unanimously declared that like when you remove it, it is not enjoyable.
But the laugh tracks are part of that show, even if they're not genuine people laughing. Like all the shots of the show, they're always from the same angle. Like from The Office, you have like much more different angles that they take because there's different people in different places in the office. If you look at Monica's room, you always see Monica's room, either the kitchen or the living room. That's it. If you're in Chandler's room, you always either see, you only really see the kitchen. Yeah. And then Ross kind of, I think he moves a couple times.
But that's a ton of shows, though. Like, a ton of shows have landed that exact same thing.
Right, but I'm saying, like, it always looks like you're part of the audience. Like, there is, like, a theater, and they're acting in this, and like you can look at the bloopers, and they have an audience that is genuinely sitting there watching,
and that's fine. But
that's what I'm saying. That makes it a difference.
No, the thing is, whenever he comes in and he's all like blabbity blue, and then the fucking crowd goes insane, I'm not gonna sit here. Somebody who's
and I didn't laugh either.
Tries to be fucking funny. It's all like you get irritated at that. That you're like, that is not funny. Why did you add that?
Just ignore it.
No. The thing is,
I told you the first episode was bad, and the first episode I thought it was bad because I think Ross comes in and he's like, I think that's when he finds out that his
like
wife
rushing
is,
in or something, right?
And then he says something about pulling his tongue out or something. It's like, that's not funny. And then he's like, I like something about a bride, and that's when Rachel walks in with her wedding dress, and then Chandler's like, I wish I had $1 million, and like none of that was funny.
All of the crowd went fucking wild.
I didn't laugh. And in fact, the fact that there's a laugh when it's not funny, it hurts it. Because you're like, that's not funny. What the fuck are people laughing at?
Yeah, but the thing is, whenever the thing is, you watched it after the fact. You watched.
What do you mean after the fact?
Like it was already like you watched. You were able to binge stuff. You were able to move past it quick enough. That the hell? Oh shit!
Alex,
we're recording the podcast.
Hey.
Okay, let's just wrap this up. Look,
okay,
both shows are great.
Start laughing from back there.
Both shows are great. Like don't.
Yeah, I mean, you can't debate they're not at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Like I like both, right? But the thing is, like if we're being objective, like it's funnier. Like there's better jokes, there's better delivery, and the thing is,
under what measurement do you say being objective?
Like
being objective,
what our ROI is
return of interest,
return on investment.
Yeah.
Okay, so they were all like per minute dedicated to The Office and per minute dedicated to.
But just because you say more jokes doesn't mean that you're
talking
funnier.
about which is funnier. Yes.
Yeah. Well, more jokes doesn't mean more funny.
I literally went through with the whole like that. The comedy isn't objective, but we're talking about the jokes that are subjectively funny.
But that's not an objective measurement then. If it's subjectively funny.
Everybody there's jokes that whenever everybody hears like over 70% of people are gonna laugh. Okay,
depends. I mean, I don't.
There's jokes that are there's jokes that are 100%.
No, but it depends where you at, because I think the comedy, the sense of humor changes a lot depending on where you're from. The sense of humor here in the U.S. is way different than the sense of humor in Mexico.
Yeah, but we're talking about the Office here in the U.S.
Sure, but that's what I'm saying. That's not necessarily 100% objective. You're saying
in Mexico, whenever Donkey sang "Porque soy solito," everybody fucking laughed. Everybody objectively loved Donkey. We know it objectively hit.
But there's a subjective measurement because we know it's Eugenio Derbez, and it sounds like one of his characters from XH Derbez. He makes those voices, so he makes it funnier because you also know who the actor, the voice actor is behind it.
You don't think Steve Carell?
I don't know who that is.
You didn't know who that is.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean people in the U.S. didn't know who that was.
But that's subjective, right? That's not objective. That's subjective. Subjectively, I said this. Subjectively, I think.
Subjectively, you gave me an objective thing with Eugenio Derbez.
That's subjective. Because people know who Eugenio Derbez is. They'll find it funnier.
So if I don't speak Spanish and I watch that movie and don't laugh.
That's subjective. That's not objective. You don't laugh because you don't understand it. That's you. And I laugh because I understand it and I get the context that I know who Eugenio Derbez is.
No. Okay, look. All right. Alex loved freaking Donkey. Sure. Alex was young when that came out. He had no fucking clue what Eugenio Derbez was.
I know. But
they loved that
shit. I know. I'm not saying he cannot love it. I'm saying compare it to someone who, like me, grew up watching XH Derbez, watching Eugenio Derbez, doing his voices with the fucking the statue, no, not the statue, the ¿cómo se llama? The monje, el monje moco, and the fucking the guy that's with the showing the belly, and he's making always those voices. So when you hear it there, you're like, you make a connection. You're like, this is like I grew up watching this stuff. It adds to it.
No, I'm sorry. Donkey's objectively funny. I think you didn't need to know who Eugenio Derbez was to enjoy Donkey's delivery.
Obviously, because Eugenio Derbez is funny.
Because the jokes were well written, Danny. It has more to do with the jokes.
No, that's fine. There is also there is something that says that is funny. What I'm saying is that it makes it even better when you know additional things about who the voice actor
Shrek was originally gonna be done by the what the hell was his name? He was the Hollywood Ninja guy.
Hollywood Ninja.
Yeah. He was like a big dude.
In Spanish?
No, in English. In English.
Oh.
Can you Google it? Right?
Hollywood Ninja?
Yeah, or like something like that, or just like original. Yeah, just put movie. Let's see. Yeah, him right there. What's his name? Beverly Hills Ninja. Chris Farley. Okay.
Chris Farley.
All right.
And then we got
Chris Farley
Eddie
passed
Murphy
away.
instead.
No. We got the guy who did Mike Myers.
was in Donkey.
No, I'm talking about Shrek.
But that was
So my point,
the Shrek.
The Shrek.
Okay.
Yeah. My point is, if he would have done the movie, it would have been just as funny because the jokes were delivered great. All right. We know when writing is good.
Right. But there's an element when you like look, ¿cómo se llama the guy that played Bowser? Bowser in the Mario movie.
Black Jack.
Jack Black.
Yeah, Black Jack.
Jack Black. The fact that it's Jack Black, it adds to it. Like he's like a good rock player. So when he sings, you're like, oh fuck, that's Jack Black. It adds to it, and that's subjective. Because
No, I think you're wrong on this one because with The Office had a bunch of people who nobody knew. Friends when it came out, nobody knew.
Nobody knew them.
Were.
No, but that's not why I brought this.
I think it matters.
No, but that's not why I brought it up. I brought it up because I was talking about the sense of humor. I was saying that the sense of humor that, let's say, here in the U.S. is different than the sense of humor in Mexico. And so when you said that it was objectively funnier, I said objectively under what measure? Because
the U.S. is the measure.
But why is the U.S. the objective measure?
Because we live in the U.S. and that's the audience. The U.K. had their own Office and it's ass to me. Right? But people can, like, from the U.K. probably love The Office.
Right, but that wouldn't be objective. That's subjective.
It's objective to them.
Exactly, so it's not objective. That's my whole point.
No, here in the U.S., dude, there's fucking jokes that I write, like when they were coming into the podcast, that I know are gonna fucking land. And guess what happens? When they land, I'm like...
But you know part of who your audience is.
You don't think that they know who they're targeting?
Exactly.
Literally, like shows are written for targeting to audience. It's a business. They know who their audience is.
And there is no subjectivity in that? Because objective would be, I write a joke, I don't care who listens to it. They'll laugh. That's subjective. Subjective is, well, I know these people will laugh because they get this. Not those.
Well, I think objectively speaking, the show is how many years old now, and to this day, they're still the most popular ones.
Yeah.
So I think that by itself proves that these jokes are objectively good.
Right? And just the jokes, or also like
just the jokes?
Just
the jokes. We're going based off jokes.
No, I'm asking because you say it's still relevant today. Is it just because of the jokes?
Yeah, because none of them were like timepieces. Like everything was like it's universal. Yeah, well, you can watch it at any time. Like I'm telling you, like with the
Well, there's some jokes that I think today would be viewed as inappropriate.
Like which one? Like, dude, people could still say gay.
No, but there was there were some jokes that I think today from The Office they wouldn't say it. There's part I always forget the main guy's name. The one
Michael Scott.
Yeah, whenever he has the meeting. There's some jokes that I think they wouldn't say them today. Now, I think because we know it's back then.
The one wherever they were trying to figure out what they were, and they're like you're Asian or you're black.
It might have been. I don't remember.
That would still fly. Like
it flies because we know it was done at a time where
not
it was,
even that.
It wasn't
the show
like,
was already popular. That's the thing that people don't understand.
No.
The show was popular in this generation.
No, but I know, but you know it was recorded back then. I'm saying if that same joke was recorded today, you don't think people would be like, yeah, you shouldn't have recorded that.
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. And dude, I'm as fucking left as you can get.
You're not as left as you could get.
Who's worse than me?
Well, I know I don't know.
Orcas, like eat the fucking rich.
Yeah, but that I personally know, yeah, probably. But I don't think you would put yourself at the most left if you had like the spectrum, like the right wingers and the most left leaning. You would put yourself at the very far left.
Yeah, like to the point where objectively there is no good billionaire.
But the left doesn't necessarily believe that there's objective stuff. A lot of the times they say there's no objective, everything is subjective. That already puts you farther away from the far left.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true.
That's what I've seen.
We can objectively say that the sky is blue.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, we can objectively say that.
Unless you're colorblind.
No, I think no. I don't think that is true at all. It's just like, bunch of people have a bunch of ideas.
This is true.
So back to this. All right, we know there's jokes that are gonna fucking land. We fucking know that, like, without the fact,
Right.
without a doubt of like, as a matter of fact, that's what. Okay, so whenever you count like jokes that land per capita, like people have done like I'm telling you, like these are like extensive freaking like everything's written down so that you can check their work, everything. All right, per capita, you get more jokes that land on The Office. All right. Because this one over here is playing out like romances and stuff, and in The Office you only have Jim and Pam for the most part until like later on they introduce more and more. Okay,
Right.
but for the most part, their focus is mainly on making you laugh. Okay, this is on building like storylines that are gonna play out for 10 fucking seasons. All right, on The Office you have constantly like people coming in and out. On Friends you didn't.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait, repeat the last part again. You
Like,
had people what?
in and out, like
Yeah.
like nobody really left in The Office. Like it was always the exact same cast over.
Yeah.
You know, so like I just said, it's a good show.
It's not a bad show.
They're both good
Not a bad
shows.
show.
They're both good shows, and we're a great show. So like and subscribe.
Like and bitte.
Oh,
I'll give
thank
you
you.
a whole German lesson. Please.
Please, oh please.
Please.
What was thank you?
Danke. That's
Danke.
after they subscribe.
Yeah, thank you.
Danke.
Well, Danny, we've been arguing for a while. Let's call it.
We hadn't argued in a while.
I know.
Why was that? Why is
Because
that?
we've been agreeing on a lot of stuff.
Pero por qué?
Because we didn't think that Superman putting on his boots is gay. You know, I was hoping you'd be like, yo, like gay son or thought daughter.
No, this is true.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's good to argue about comedy, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It's not too shabby.
it's not even about comedy because we're not talking about like a particular joke.
Sure.
You know, it's just like I'm just saying, like, look, like if we I think we should have laugh tracks do the fucking the podcast every time we're funny.
Like we make a new channel
Uh-huh.
and then we call it the Laughing Unqualified Gurus Podcast.
Laughing with the Unqualified Group.
Yeah, and then we put every episode there, but we add the laugh tracks. And since we don't have the time, we just add them randomly. Like randomly between the next 15 and 30 seconds, just throw in a laugh track. It could be the saddest moment. Who cares?
Yeah.
Just throw it, and let's see how we do. Where's our editor?
We'll be all like, you're like, Rick is not here. And then they bust out laughing.
Yeah.
Well,
My
ladies and
goodness.
gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Leave us fight downstairs, like who's better, The Office or
Or
Friends?
Friends, yeah.
Which isn't
Let us
really
know
what
your
we're
thoughts.
debating. Like they're both good, but leave comments. It helps
And
the
we have a
algorithm.
visitor, so we have to go.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Danke.
peace
Out.